Here's a quick video review for the RITE press. I got the half-liter in black. This is what it looks like. I took the bottom out. There's the little ring and there's a hole with the magnet. When I twist the bottom on, the silicone kind of moves sometimes, so I have to readjust it. These are the instructions that came with it. It says make sure the silicone ring is in place. It doesn't show where. Add ground coffee. Make sure it's in the green zone of the thermometer. Then add water. Put the lid on the press and flip the hourglass, and that's it. And then the back is just information. It's okay. It's not. It's for the $35 or whatever I spent. Would be worth more than $10 or $20? Probably not. Am I a little disappointed? Yeah. Am I gonna think I threw my money away? I mean, I got something, which is fine. So this is the press. I put the silicone ring at the bottom, as you can see over there. And that, when it screws on, I'll show you. I don't have a stand for my phone, so I'm gonna just screw this on real quick. Tighten it nice and tight, and see, when I tightened it, the thing moved, so I kind of have to move it back so that it's in the right spot. So now that's on. So now that that's there, I boiled some water, so we can try this out. I weighed out 33 grams because I do a 1:15 ratio of coffee to, so I'm going to tear this so it's 0 and add my coarsely ground coffee in, so you can see 33 grams, and then I'm going to put in my 500 milliliters of water. This is cooled down a little bit, so it's still probably within the range. I just took it off the boil, so it should be okay. I can get just 500. I was off by 1, but that's okay. Right there. One thing that's kind of annoying is you'll hear when this thing goes in, it's kind of scratchy on the sides of the metal. And I kind of like to press it in a little bit just to make sure all the coffee grounds are submerged. So that's done. Here's the hourglass. I'll stick it on. This sticks pretty well, to be honest. It kind of works. So that's gonna go. Another thing I don't really like is this. I have some pictures that I'll post, but the temperature is right at the corner of green and red at boiling, and only really gets to the middle of the green at 205, which doesn't make sense because it should be between 195 and 205. So it's not the best thermometer. It kind of works. And also it stays all the way down here. It's not at the bottom of the blue to red. It's like, there's no, sorry if it's not zoom properly, or focus properly. The green section, the middle is like 205. 212 is kind of right at the edge of green and red. And I have some pictures comparing it to another thermometer that I have, and the temperature's there. I basically boiled water in that flask, or in this container over there, and I put this in it as it was boiling. So while the water was still literally bubbling, it was just at the corner right here. Then this, also my thing arrived scratched up here. This was kind of nicked, and this, you can hear it's kind of scratchy going in. It can go in pretty fine, but when you pull it out, it gets stuck a little at the bottom before it comes out. So you can see it doesn't go in smoothly. It's kind of scratchy and gets stuck a bit. So I actually haven't checked to see how long this timer is, but I will come back when the coffee is pretty much done. Okay, so now this is pretty much done time-wise. I actually didn't time how long that was, but I hope it's 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I will get back to you on that. And I'm going to press down slowly at the top to filter. You can hear it's a little scratchy, and I'm also going slow. Also, I put in 33 grams of coffee for 500 milliliters of water, which is a 1 to 15 ratio, which is a pretty standard ratio, and there's not enough. I can't press down anymore on this. So the bottom over here is not big enough to hold the 33 grams of coffee that I normally put in. So I either have to use less water and make less coffee, or make weaker coffee, which is kind of annoying. This thing, I want to try rotating it while it's on here, so that you can see. It works decently well. It does kind of come off sometimes, so it doesn't work every time. Yeah, so it's a little finicky, but sometimes when it gets stuck properly and getting right at the center, it works somewhat. I don't know if I like this one as much as the original that it was supposed to be, but it gets the job done. So I'll take this off for now so I can pour the coffee. Here's a mug. And yeah, again, can't press down anymore on this. And I'll pour my cup of coffee. And that's about it. So, I mean, overall, it works. Mine's not leaking by any means. I tightened it. I make them pretty tight. And that's where the seal is supposed to go. It's kind of right. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can. My camera's not zooming automatically, or not focusing correctly for some reason. It's right up on the bottom, and yeah, I mean, the coffee tastes like French press coffee. It works like a regular French press. Does the thermometer and the hourglass add a $15 to $25 benefit to the French press I currently have? I just have a regular Bodum, so that one I got for, like, you can get them 15, 20 bucks. Does it add does it add the $20, $15, $20 extra that you would pay for this thing? I don't really think so. And also considering that my thing came kind of scratched, and it's not like, you can hear it's scratchy. It doesn't work super well in terms of how the temperature is. I think if the temperature was more accurate, if the mechanism was a bit smoother in terms of pressing it down, and the thermometer going on the inside, yeah, I mean, to have to wait from February, the end of February, till December, essentially December, to get this. I know it's the end of November, but effectively the beginning of December, because some people still haven't gotten theirs, is, I don't think it was worth it from the additional, the additional weight that they talked about, in terms of fixing design things and perfecting it, because it's clearly not perfect. With some people seal not leaking. I do have to say, this part is still hot. It's not vacuum sealed. I don't know if that was an upgrade that they were adding or what, because I know these are not, this one is not an upgraded one, quote unquote. So it's not like the I guess, brushed on paint for the matte black or whatnot. But overall, it seems, yeah, it's not perfect. So was the weight worth it? No. Was it worth $35? Not really. If it came on time and I paid 25 bucks, then I would expect this. But for the weight and for the price, I don't think it's worth it. All right, and that's my review. Thank you very much.